And this is me. Well, not me right now. This is me. And yeah, that's me too. And of course, me again. And just me, living like a rock star. When I was 3, my parents decided to move our lives from Nigeria to Rhode Island, leaving my brothers behind. This is where I grew up, went to dance classes, ate popsicles, played at the park, you know what kids do when they grow up. This is where I graduated college, earned my degree that I don't use like everybody else. My brothers did later on join us, and I have 3 beautiful nieces. Rhode Island is where I became who I am today, and my greatest friends, and just became me. Recently, I decided to move from Rhode Island to Florida. A big life change, leaving everything I knew behind. But here you are, on this journey with me, good and bad, ugly and pretty, tears and all, and I'm so excited for you to see what I do next. So grab a seat and welcome into my life. So basically, I knew before I moved to Florida, I wanted to make sure I had a lot. I want to make sure I had a job set up. I didn't want to come here without a job. I didn't want to come here and not have any source of income off the bat. Like, I've always been working, So I did that. I got a job before I came here. Basically, the job was supposed to be a marketing job, helping companies with campaigns, shit that I do already for my business and stuff like that. So shit that I honestly always wanted to know I wanted to be in the marketing realm of business, whatever. So applied, all that stuff. Got the jobs sounded amazing, salary started amazing, everything sounded amazing. So moved here April 9th, my first day, and that was a Saturday. My first day at work was April 11th, which is a Monday. Went to work all dressed up. Red flag number 1 should have been when they told me, oh, bring a change of clothing to work. And I'm like, alright, whatever. Maybe I do some off campus. I don't know, I didn't think much into it. So remember that. Change of clothing. Get to the office. Office seems like an office. There's mad black people there. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a place for me. Everyone has suits on. Everyone's dressed up. Everyone's saying good morning. Everyone's happy to be there. Everyone's amped up. Everyone had the clipboard. Everyone just looked like they were about that business. So I met with the person I was talking to, did all my paperwork, salary and stuff. And second red flag, when there was oh, starting rate is $80 a day. And I'm like, that's not what we talked about. Interview. Because in the interview they broke it down into salary if you did certain things. They didn't phrase it like that in the interview. So whatever. $8 a day, and then you get commission off $20 off commission. And I'm sitting here fuck you mean commission? That's not what I signed up for. But I was Blessing, you don't even understand what's going on right now. Just play it through, whatever. I told him, yeah, let me just look this over when I get home. I didn't want to really sign anything while I was there because I didn't know what the hell I was signing. I went through all that paperwork stuff and stuff like that. Went to the room, and then we started practicing our pitches. And I'm like, bitch, fuck is we selling? Fuck you mean a pitch? Then I realized after a while that this is a sales job. It was a sales job. Basically, the job, the campaign that they were working at that time was they were working on selling government phones to low-income cities, which is me, I don't know anything. So I'm sitting here all right, cool, whatever. You don't even know. It's only your first 2 hours here. You don't know what's going on. But I'm going to this thinking that I'm marketing something. But the way they phrase it is, in order for you to market something, you need to sell. You're selling something. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Sales, marketing, go hand in hand. Whatever you say. And then that's cool, whatever. Did all that. I learned the law of whatever. They taught me shit about sales. I'm like, all right, whatever. Then it's all right, now it's gonna go to the fields. And I'm like, going to the fields? Yeah, the exchange of clothes you to bring. So everyone started changing into their sneakers, their leggings and stuff out of their professional clothes. Mind you, people were dripped out with suits and stuff, dressed up. So whatever, we all start, and they offer, they said, oh, we carpool. These niggas can we take your car? And I'm like, all right, took my car. I was like, whatever, we can take my car, so I can just, whenever I leave here, I have to come back to downtown. I can just go straight home from where we were at. Driving around, pull up to a grocery store. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. The grocery store was already taken, so we pull up to a gas station. And I'm not sure if you guys know where Sanford is, but Sanford is where Trayvon Martin actually got killed. So I'm like, fuck, we doing in this place? But behold, Sanford was half of Sanford is low income, what's it called? income community. So to the gas station, we're sitting there, we're trying to get people to sign up for government phones. The phones are free. What they do is sign up for it, have Snap, have the government things to get the government phone. So but legit we had to like stop people and ask them like, do you know you can get a free phone? Like just basically selling a phone, which is not what I signed up for. So my ass, while I was there selling these phones, mind you, I sold 3 phones that day, so bitch, I could do whatever. But that's not what I wanted to do. So while still working, I'm on the side when people are around applying for jobs. I'm like, yo, I'm not coming back here. Like, I'm not coming back here. Like, this is my last time to see me. I'm like, yeah, see you guys all tomorrow. Got home, I blocked all the numbers. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going back there. So now I'm out here legit crying my eyes out because like now I'm out of a job. Like that was not my plan at all. I'm out of a job. I'm mad at myself for like not seeing, like I want to say the job was Catfish only because, you know, everything they said to an extent was what it was. But they phrased it so, and they packaged it so prettily, and they sold it so nice that you wouldn't even think that was what's going to happen. But and then the thing about me is like, I know a lot of places you start from the bottom, so starting in the field and moving up, but it just sounded too good to be true, and it was just too good. So for a whole month, y'all, I'm unemployed. I'm out here applying for jobs at 2 in the morning. Nixon's applying for jobs. Me and him are up to 1 in the morning applying for every job. Was getting a resume. You get a resume. You get a resume. You get a resume. I was applying for jobs, and I ended up getting another job for another interview for another job. And that job was just like the other job that I had, but it was a little bit better. So I stayed there for a couple of days. And you know what, Blessing? Like, you literally have to start from somewhere to get somewhere. Like, the boss was black. He was talking about how he used to be in the field, and now he's been the whole entire company. So you know what? That's motivating. Like, other days, like, if he could do it, I could do it too. But the way it's set up, you're not really like set up. Yeah, at a point, yes, you're gonna end up being an owner or thing, but it just didn't. It was at that point in my life, right now in my life, I didn't need that. Like, I don't want to own a company like this. Like, I don't want to be an owner of a company that does marketing and sales. Like, that's not what I want to do. So you know what? I lasted like 3-4 days there. I'm like, you know what? I can't be wasting my time. This time that I'm wasting here at this job right now to get paid a week from now, because you get paid every 2 weeks. I could be at home just chilling and doing the same thing I'm doing in my comfort of my own apartment, not being stressed out. So you know, I didn't go back there either. Eventually, I got interviewed for 2 jobs. 2 jobs that had great salaries, great benefits, all that fun stuff. And I applied for both. I had interviews for both days apart. And mind you, that's still a month. Both of these jobs I applied for a month before I ended up even getting anywhere. So this was a month process for both jobs, like 2 to 3 interviews, both positions. And you know, I was still at this point without a job. But thank God, you know, for the people around me and things that I go had on. A lot of time when I was going through all this at the same time, only one person knew outside of Nixon. One person I knew was Yassine. I didn't tell anybody, like I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell any of my siblings. I didn't want nobody worrying about me. I didn't want nobody thinking of like talking about like, oh my God, like you moved. I didn't want anyone being scared, you know. So I was like, let me just do this shit and eat it and just take the L. So eventually, you know, fast forward to my trips to Atlanta with my girls for my friend Lalita's birthday. It's like, I think the 2nd day or 3rd day there. We're getting ready, I'm a little lit, a couple shots, and I got an email as I'm doing my makeup from one of the jobs saying, unfortunately, you didn't get the job. And I'm like, fuck. So a couple more shots in because, bitch, fuck, I just got told I didn't get a job. So whatever. And then sad about it, you know, whatever, I ate it up. Again, still at this point, no one knew, so I couldn't really show any kind of like sadness. But as soon as I got done ready, like, not even half an hour after that, the other job called me. And I don't pick up strange numbers, so the phone call went to voicemail, and then she texted me and she was like, oh, like, this is so-and-so from so-and-so, please call me back. I called her back, and she was like, yes, it's Blessing. I'm like, yes, Blessing. I'm already sad, I'm already preparing myself for bad news, you know. And she's like, yeah, I would like to extend you the offer to this position. And I legit, like, no word of a lie, if you ask my friends who saw me out, because I was outside in the balcony on the phone call, I literally dropped to my knees and started crying. Like, she heard me on the phone, I was praising, I'm like, I'm mad, Nigerian, I'm mad, like, I started praying and thanking God, this legit praises on the phone, and she's like, oh, what's going on? And I explained to her what happened. She's like, oh my God, I'm so happy, like, you see so much, and she said, I see myself in you, and I eventually can see you being a leader on this team. Mind you, I'm sitting here like, this job that I got, the salary wasn't as great as the other job, but the benefits package, bro, oh my God, like, if I could tell you, I don't want to tell y'all, because then y'all don't even know where I work. But, yeah, like, But all that, a month and a half. This is me speaking to you now on, what's today's date? It's July 23rd, whatever it is. And I've been in this position that I'm in now for a month and change, and I love it. Like, I literally told them, I was like, I would literally like sweep the floors if you asked me to, because that's how much of an amazing company it is, and my pay and my benefits and everything's just so much more happier. So it was a really tough, month and a half, 2 months for me. Mind you, my first 2 months. I'm 3 months into living here now, and it was just very scary at a point. I'm like, damn, did I make the wrong decision? Was I ready for this? I was just beating myself up, and I'm just so hard on myself. But I can really tell you right now, like, delay is never a denial. Just because it's not here now doesn't mean you're not going to get it later on. So keep trying, and keep, shit can hit the fan fast, but like, it's all how you pick yourself up from it and go. So I'm back on YouTube now. This is my kind of my 3-month update. Why I was gone. Why I didn't drop another video, because I got Catfish and the girl was unemployed. Okay, fuck, a bitch was broke. Not really, but really. But yeah, I'm back now. I'm ready to get back to creating content for you guys. I have a lot of things I want to share with y'all. A lot of things that I've already recorded before this video. I have mad shit in the vault to drop for y'all. I just didn't feel like dropping shit and talking shit, because I was like, how am I gonna be here faking shit to y'all like I'm good when I wasn't? And yeah, I did for a little bit. I kind of like, but that's just life. Like, at life, you have to suppress some things while things are going good. So definitely, I'm excited to bring you guys on this journey with me. It's already been a rocky run already, and it's only month 3. So let's see what Florida has to offer. So don't get catfish. Read the description, ask questions. Don't be like me. Bye.